I love the Muppets. I was obsessed with them as a kid. I watched The Muppet Show and movie regularly, and this obsession has persisted into adulthood. I realize I haven't seen every theatrical Muppet film, and to rectify that mistake, I watched all 8 of them and had the time of my life. They are just so charming and funny with amazing characters, but one thing about them stood out to me. One aspect that I have previously taken for granted: the songs. Most of these films have amazing songs. Some are catchy, some are funny, some are beautiful. I have compiled a list of 50 songs for me to rank. This list will only include the theatrical films. You will not force me to watch Muppet's Wizard of Oz. This list also only includes original songs written for the films. So unfortunately, Muppets from Space won't be in this list, since it doesn't have any original songs. I'll judge these songs by a couple of factors: how they fit into the story, the visuals, and of course the music and lyrics. Anyways, let's go play the music and light the lights, because it's time to rank the Muppet movie songs tonight. The worst Muppet movie song, in my opinion, is number 50, Nightlife from the Great Muppet Caper. Listen, I usually like the Electric Mayhem, but this ain't it. It is very disjointed and unfun to listen to. The visuals can't even save it, as it is just on the bus. I definitely get why Miss Piggy would question Kermit's friends if this is the song that they play. At least it's short. 49, Something Better from Muppet's Treasure Island. The reason why this song is low is because I don't like Jim Hawkins' singing voice. I mean, no offense to the kid actor in any way, but his singing really hurts my ears during this song. I hate to say it, but even Gonzo sounds better. It works fine enough in the story, but I really hate listening to it, so that's why it ranks super low. Number 48, Saying Goodbye from Muppets Take Manhattan. I really don't like this one. I feel like it is too emotionally manipulative. It kind of feels like a children's song teaching kids about saying goodbye rather than an actual song. Plus, it does serve as the catalyst of one of my least favorite parts of Muppets Take Manhattan, when all the side characters leave. Also, the lyrics in Ralph and Fozzie's part is just reworded lyrics from We'll Meet Again by Vera Lynn. Like, it's different enough to say they aren't directly stolen, but it says the exact same thing. I don't know, this isn't a song I like in the slightest. Number 47, Boom Shakalaka from Muppet's Treasure Island. It is literally just Boom Shakalaka being said multiple times. It fits the vibe of the scene, but as a song, this is nothing. There is an elephant, I guess, so that's cool. Number 46, Christmas Scat from Muppet's Christmas Carol. This is one of the shortest songs on the list, and it's fine. It is just a generic Christmas song with Kermit scatting? I don't know if this song exactly qualifies as scat, but sure. Robin singing is cute, I guess. Number 45, Rat Scat from Muppets Take Manhattan. This song barely counts, but it was on the Muppet Wiki and it is technically vocals, so I guess it counts. Anyways, it's fine. Nothing bad with it. I mean, it is literally just scat, so I don't really have much to say. It sounds good. I like the funny rat shenanigans in the kitchen, but naturally the song is gonna rank pretty low. Number 44, I Hope That Something Better Comes Along from the Muppet Movie. The weakest song from the original Muppet Movie, I don't find it all too memorable, does serve as a small character moment between Kermit and Ralph pretty well, and I appreciate the imperfect piano, which makes it feel more genuine, but overall, I hope that something better comes along. Number 43, Love Let Us Hear from Muppet Treasure Island. I find this to be the weakest Piggy and Kermit song in the series. It's nothing special, it is just them showing their love, and there are just better songs to depict that. But the scene right after has one of my favorite Muppet faces of all time, when Kermit is struggling to hold up Miss Piggy. Number 42, The Magic Store from the Muppet Movie. I wasn't sure what to do with the finale of the original film, whether to include it as one big song like the soundtrack, or split it in two, as the second half is a reprise of an earlier song in the film. I decided to split it in two, and it does hamper the song's ranking a lot, because a lot of the carrying is from the actual finale. But as it is, it's pretty charming. I enjoy the Muppets starting to put together the stage and them singing together, but there isn't much to the song. I will cover the later half of the finale when talking about the song it is reprising though. Number 41, First Time It Happens from The Great Muppet Caper. This is the first of the two Piggy and Kermit love songs in The Great Muppet Caper, and I do find this to be the weaker of the two. It serves well enough in the story, establishing their relationship and even hinting at the villain's plan a bit. The main thing that stands out is the choreography near the end of the song. The tap dancing, the guy flipping over Miss Piggy, and all the other dancers just give the song a lot more life in my opinion. It's an alright song, but why wasn't it nominated for Best Original Song when there are much better songs from this film? It isn't even the best Piggy and Kermit song in this film. Number 40, Right Where I Belong from Muppets Take Manhattan. This song is fine. It does serve as the introduction to the Manhattan Melodies musical that the Muppets put on, but I mean it is the textbook definition of a generic opening number to a musical, and there really isn't much going on. It does serve some story points by it being the song where Kermit finally gets his memory back. I don't know, it's decent but not one I will come back to. Number 39, Sailing for Adventure from Muppets Treasure Island. I don't really care for the song all too much. It's fine but very basic. There are margaritas at the midnight buffet at least. Jim Hawkins also sings during this song and it isn't good. But right after Tim Curry sings, so it makes up for it. It's a fine song, but not one that I will bother listening to again. Number 38, Bless Us All from The Muppet Christmas Carol. Normally the song would be a lot lower as it is very simple and there isn't much going on, but I think its story context is strong. Basically serves as Scrooge appreciating the simple life that the Cratchits have. The shots of him staring really make the scene for me. But even then, it is cute to see the Cratchits sing together. I'm not a fan of the Cratchits in general, but the song uses them well. Number 37, Happiness Hotel from The Great Muppet Caper. This is a pretty silly and charming song. It perfectly fits the vibe of a rundown, poorly managed hotel with great guests. The song makes you want to stay in this hotel despite it being awful. During the instrumental sections, there is also some pretty good trumpet playing. It's a shame that Animal couldn't go to the Rembrandt exhibit. Or was it Monet? Renoir! Alright, sorry, Renoir. Number 36, Never Before, Never Again from the Muppet Movie. I consider this to be one of the weaker of the original Muppet Movie songs, and while it's still good, it doesn't stick with me like the others above it do. The lyrics and melody aren't that memorable, but the thing that I really enjoy about the song is how funny it is in context of the movie. The visual of Piggy being so attached to Kermit that she fantasizes about being with him gets a laugh out of me every time. Number 35, Let's Talk About Me from The Muppets. Ah yes, the random rap number in the 2011 Muppets movie. Honestly, this one is just funny. It came out of nowhere and it genuinely has decent flows. The Mo Money bar is a little weird though. But I do like the Robert has De Niro sign a bit. In the actual film, it is a little short and there is only one verse, but there are additional lyrics in the soundtrack version, which actually explain why Tex hates the Muppets so much, which is lost in the actual film, so it should have been kept. There is also an entire cut verse about he gold-plated his cat. Okay, that part I'm glad they cut. But as random rap numbers go, this is pretty good. Number 34, Love Power from Muppet Treasure Island. This is the song that plays during the credits of Muppet Treasure Island. It was actually by Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers. It was written for this film, so it counts for the purposes of this list. And yeah, it's a good song. I really enjoy the tropical vibe of it, and it fits the credits very well. But due to its nature of being a credit song, I can't rank it any higher. Number 33, Stepping Out with a Star from The Great Muppet Caper. I never really expected to enjoy the song that much on re-listen, as I don't remember much about it, but listening to it again, it's actually pretty fun. I really like how excited Kermit is to see Miss Piggy. It might even be the happiest he has ever been. But overall, it's just a super fun and charming song, but it is fairly forgettable, all things considered, so it doesn't rank too highly. Number 32, He'll Make Me Happy from Muppets Take Manhattan. This is a song that plays during the wedding of Muppets Take Manhattan, and it serves as a good finale. I do find the melody and lyrics to be more on the simple side, but seeing all the Muppets singing together always gives me joy. Especially if it includes the Sesame Street Muppets. I always love it when these movies give them cameos. Number 31. Someone is Getting Married from Muppets Take Manhattan. Of the 3 songs that play during Manhattan Melodies, this is easily my favorite. It is fun seeing everyone set up the wedding, and the song is super catchy. It does feel like an actual Broadway song, which I always appreciate. Number 30, The Big House from Muppet's Most Wanted. The weakest song from this movie, and it is still good. It is just an introduction to the gulag and how no one can escape. It isn't too crazy music or visual lies. I do like the part with the maximum security prisoner singing. Also, Danny Trejo gets slapped during the song. Number 29, One More Sleep Till Christmas from A Muppet Christmas Carol. A good Christmas song for The Muppet Christmas Carol. It isn't anything crazy, but I simply like Kermit's singing. I do feel like it could have been cut without the plot changing that much, but I don't mind its inclusion as it is charming. Number 28, A Professional Pirate from Muppet Treasure Island. Tim Curry sings in this song, so it is good. It is at the point of the story where Don Silver is trying to convince Jim to join him, and I'm glad they used this opportunity to have a song. It is a basic sea shanty type song, but I like sea shanties, so I don't mind. There is also some good comedy, mainly with when the pirates were talking about their previous jobs. Number 27, Cabin Fever from Muppet Treasure Island. This is a super fun song. It doesn't have any bearing on the plot in the slightest, but it is entertaining, so I don't mind it too much. It just shows how crazy the crew of the ship are getting after they get cabin fever, and I think making this a samba is a really fun choice. One line that sticks out to me is, "This once proud vessel has become a psycho ward," which I find super funny. I also like the old couple bit. And Angel Marie's part is actually beautiful. Number 26, Me Party from Muppets 2011. Really fun song showcasing how both Mary and Miss Piggy are disappointed by their lovers to the point that they start partying by themselves, but also subtly hinting at hidden desires to be together. I think they do this pretty well, and the song itself is fun and catchy, but there isn't much to it and it is pretty short. We are now at the halfway point throughout this video, and I thought I should do a little mini ranking of the films as a whole. I won't go in depth, just going over my general thoughts on the films, but I thought this would be a fun little break to have. Anyways, the weakest Muppet film in my opinion is number 8, Muppets Take Manhattan. I was really underwhelmed when watching this film for the first time. It isn't as funny or charming as the others. There are a few fun moments, but I think the thing that really tanks this film is that all the side characters are written out of the middle. Which sucks, as part of the appeal of these films are the characters, but whatever. There's also random amnesia plot, but at least they get a lot of mileage out of it. Number 7, Muppets Treasure Island. This film is just a lacking Treasure Island adaptation. You don't get much out of Jim and John Silver's relationship that much. No matter how good Tim Curry is, the script can't save him. But as a Muppet film, it is fun. There is a lot of wacky shenanigans and a lot of funny moments like the roll call. Number 6, Muppets 2011. Now we are getting into the good shit. This is a super fun film, albeit a little overhyped. I enjoy Walter as a character. It's fun seeing them get the gang back together, and the mini Muppet Show episode with Jack Black is hilarious. My main problem are the human characters. I find them lackluster and not too interesting. Plus the conflict was solved during the credits in a really stupid way, so while I enjoy this film, I don't really get the hype. Number 5, Muppets from Space. Just a really fun and entertaining film. There's a lot of insane stuff that happens, like Space Fish or Talking Sandwich. And while I'm disappointed that it doesn't have any original songs, the needle drops in this are fittingly funky for this funky film. Number 4, Muppet Christmas Carol. Easily the best Christmas Carol adaptation. Michael Caine does an amazing performance as Scrooge, and the film balances silly Muppet moments with a faithful telling of the story really well. My only problem is more so a problem with the book overall, but I don't like the Cratchits, and I never will. Number 3, The Great Muppet Caper. All I want out of a Muppet film. Just crazy Muppet shenanigans, fun songs, probably the best Kermit and Piggy relationship in these films. Just a really delight to watch. Number 2, Muppets Most Wanted. Take what I said about The Great Muppet Caper and multiply it by 20. Easily the funniest Muppet film with one of the best Muppet villains in Constantine. It also made me enjoy Ricky Gervais, which is an incredible feat. The songs are amazing. There's a reason why we have only seen one so far. I just love this film to bits, but there is one Muppet film I like more. Number 1, The Muppet Movie. This film is such a formative movie for me as a kid. It really shaped who I am, and it has to rank first place because of this. I'm willing to accept its flaws, but to me, there is no other number 1. I have to go with the original. I just love these characters so much, and this film is the reason for that. Anyways, let's go back to the main ranking. Number 25. It Feels Like Christmas from A Muppet Christmas Carol. Just a simple, joyous song that fits the vibe of Christmas really well. The Ghost of Christmas Present has always been one of my favorite parts of The Christmas Carol, so I'm glad they gave him a song for this film. Like with most of the Christmas Carol songs, the main appeal for me is how it impacts Scrooge as a character. In this song, it shows him the joys of the holiday, and it does this concept really well. Just look, Scrooge does an adorable little dance. Also, the dancing in the song is pretty good in general. Number 24, Couldn't We Ride from the Great Muppet Caper? This is the stronger of the two Piggy and Kermit love songs from the Great Muppet Caper. It is a lovely duet for the two characters, and I really love the instrumentation in this. I'm not an expert in musical theater at all, so I can't give specifics, but it does remind me of a lot of classic musicals. Definitely something that the Great Muppet Caper takes a lot of advantage of. I love how at the end that all the Muppets join in riding their bikes. It makes the song way more memorable than it might have been. If I could give any gripe, I don't like how the chorus doesn't really fit in with the visuals. I think they should have saved the chorus to the ending when everyone is riding a bike. Number 23, When Love Is Gone / When Love Is Found from A Muppet Christmas Carol. I wasn't sure whether to include this one, since When Love Is Gone was cut from the original film and then added to the extended edition, but it does have a reprise which is actually in the film, so I kinda had to include it. This was also a hard song to rank because of this, as I do think When Love Is Gone is a great song showing how Belle is moving away from Scrooge and why she wants to break up with him. It's beautiful and it is a genuinely sad song. It serves the story amazingly that would have fit the film really well. Only if Jeffrey Katzenberg didn't cut it because children were too antsy. And now the only way to see it in the context of the film is if you got to the extra section on Disney Plus instead of the main fucking film! Okay, now on to When Love Is Found. This would have been a great reprise if the original song was actually in the film, as it shows how Scrooge has moved on from the breakup, but now with the song gone, it is just fine without much to it. I really wish the original song was actually in the theatrical version of the film, as it is a really solid song. I'm glad I decided to include this song to give it more attention. Number 22, Life's a Happy Song from Muppets 2011. A pretty solid song. It's cheerful and happy with a lot of fun bits. I think the beginning part with Walter expressing his true feelings are great, showing how despite how good his life is, he doesn't quite fit in. I kinda wish the entire song was about that, but the rest of the song is still fun. It does show Walter and Gary's relationship pretty well, and also expressing how Mary is feeling about her relationship. The song is just pretty funny, especially the Life's a Fillet of Fish bit. Yes, it is. The dancing, for the most part, is good, but Jason Segel really phoned in it. He must have skipped dance rehearsal or something. The song also features during the finale, and it works pretty well. All the Muppets joining in is cute. Jason Segel's dancing is a little better, but he still feels like he is phoning it in. Like, compare him to Amy Adams doing the exact same dance as him. It's night and day. Number 21, The Whistling Caruso from Muppets 2011. Okay, this one may be debatable to include, but I feel like I still should include it as it's an important part of the movie. And I think not including it is a disservice to Andrew Bird's incredible whistling. People don't realize how impressive this is, to create a piece that is made with whistling in mind, and have it sound amazing. It also serves the story in an important way, with Walter finally getting over his fears of performing, allowing him to show the world his talents. Number 20, You Can't Take No for an Answer from Muppets Take Manhattan. This is the song that plays when the Muppets are rejected by all the producers, and it's performed by Electric Mayhem. And it's a really fun song and fits the montage really well. It shows the Muppets' persistence. I also love the supporting vocals in this. They just give the song a lot more life. With how underwhelming most of the songs are in Muppets Take Manhattan, I'm glad that the Electric Mayhem got a banger, because they sure didn't in The Great Muppet Caper. Number 19, Thankful Heart from A Muppet Christmas Carol. This serves as the point where Scrooge truly becomes a changed man, with him being kind to the village, giving presents, hugging his family, giving the cheeses to the Mises, basically becoming unrecognizable to how he was at the start of the film. The song is also just super catchy, great instrumentals and supporting vocals, and you can just hear the joy in Scrooge's voice. Michael Caine just does an amazing performance as Scrooge, and the song is no exception. Number 18, I'm Number 1 from Muppets Most Wanted. This is Constantine's villain song, and it's just so fun. showing how little he respects Dominic Bad Guy while also setting up his eventual double crossing of Constantine. I really love how this shows Constantine's ego in a really fun way. I love the line, "I believe in equality, as long as you get less than me." Another line I like is, "I can't believe I'm working for an amphibian." I love how it flows within the song. Also, Constantine dances on Ricky Gervais's head, so that's funny. Number 17, Interrogation Song from Muppets Most Wanted. One of my favorite parts of Muppets Most Wanted is Sam the Eagle and the French detective working together, and they have a really fun song. The two try to interrogate the Muppets, and there is a lot of clever wordplay and rhymes in the song. It kind of reminds me of a lot of musical theater and how it takes normal dialogue and turns it into a song. It's fun seeing the Muppets try and prove themselves innocent, especially Constantine. The song also gives more to Sam's and the detective's relationship, which I always appreciate. Number 16, Marley and Marley from A Muppet Christmas Carol. This is one of the most unique songs in the Muppet Christmas Carol, and I really enjoy this song. It's super creepy yet catchy at the same time. I have the weird Marley and Marley part stuck in my head constantly, and I love the ghost screams they make. The song is also very effective at showing Scrooge what may happen to him if he keeps his way. If he doesn't change soon, he will have the same fate as the Marleys. And the fear on Michael Caine's face sells the scene even more. Number 15, Can You Picture That from the Muppet Movie? The song is super catchy. I really love the instrumentals in this, and I think they fit the song really well. The lyrics are also super cool. Some standouts are, "Even Santa Claus believes in you," and "Aurora Borealis right over Dallas." I also just enjoy the flow of the song, especially Floyd's part. I do take issue at the Eiffel Tower holding up a flower line a bit. I feel like it doesn't really fit in with the rest of the song. As for the visual side, it's fine. I do enjoy the visual of Kermit and Fozzie sleeping while the band is singing to them. Overall, it's one of the more underrated songs from the original Muppet movie. Number 14, Pictures in My Head from Muppet 2011. This is the only song in Muppet 2011 that is solely sung by one of the original Muppets. It is pretty good. It's about how Kermit misses his friends and is looking back on those memories. This is a much better sad song than whatever Saying Goodbye is, because you get to see how Kermit actually feels being away for so long. I am gonna admit that I do get a little teary whenever the paintings come to life. It is really effective at what it does, and it makes you really want to see the gang back together. Number 13, Scrooge from A Muppet Christmas Carol. Easily the best song in the Muppet Christmas Carol, it perfectly sets up how despised Scrooge is by the community. It shows how nearly everyone hates him, even the vegetables, and it serves as a great intro to the film. But it does show that there may be something kind deep, deep down in this man. The lyrics are really good in this. I mean, what other song contains the lyrics, "No cheeses for us Mises"? Absolute cinema right there. But yeah, a great song to start off a great Muppet film. Number 12, I'm Going Back There Someday from the Muppet Movie. What a beautiful song. It shows how Gonzo longs to go back to the sky. Him singing in front of the moon is hauntingly beautiful. I'm a little bothered that it doesn't appear in Muppets from Space, as it fits the film really well and is a big missed opportunity. But I'm glad my favorite Muppet has a song this beautiful. The song is also important for being one of the closing songs during Jim Henson's memorial, so it holds a lot of value for that too. Number 11, I'm Gonna Always Love You from Muppets Take Manhattan. I'm genuinely surprised this song ranked this highly since I don't really like the Muppet Babies all too much, but their song in Muppets Take Manhattan is super fun and catchy. Sure, it doesn't really have story significance, but it doesn't really matter. It just gives me joy whenever listening to it. The lyrics are surprisingly good in this. It flows together super well and it is catchy. I especially like "I'm Gonna Climb the Matterhorn," but only after all our children are born. I do have the mama, dada, poo-poo, chihuahua part in my head. Number 10, Something So Right from Muppets Most Wanted. When this song started, I thought it was going to be near the middle of the list, but as it went on, it got better and better. It's a reflection on how Piggy feels about the wedding. Starts out pretty simple, and then we got Piggy's future fantasy. And okay, let's not talk about their kids, but it is a very cute scene. And then Celine Dion jumps in, and it turns from a good song to an amazing song, which is crazy since I'm not that big of a Celine Dion fan. And then the final part with all the Muppets, oh my god, it's beautiful. Number 9. Piggy's Fantasy from the Great Muppet Caper. Absolutely stunning song. It does feel like a fantasy with how magical it feels. Especially the voice of... Actually, I don't know who sings in the song because it sure isn't Charles Grodin. But whoever dubbed him does a great job in it. It does show how Nikki Holiday is trying to seduce Piggy and how she is falling for it. The main star of this is easily the choreography. The water dancing is beautiful. It also has amazing puppetry that I still struggle to figure out how they managed to do. Definitely a highlight of the film for me. Number 8. Together Again from Muppets Take Manhattan. This is technically the best song from Muppets Take Manhattan, but the reason why this is so high is because of Muppets Most Wanted. Let's start with its appearance in Manhattan though. It's good, it serves well as an opener, it's catchy but it's a little short. But its appearance in Muppets Most Wanted is amazing. It serves as a great finale, the juxtaposition of a cheerful song taking place in a gulag is great. In the middle of the song, the prisoners and Constantine start singing the song in Russian and goes unbelievably hard. And then right after is Josh Groban's cameo, which is amazing. It's such a fun ending to such a fun film. Just ignore the bad green screen and Diddy. Number 7. We're doing a sequel from Muppets Most Wanted. The funniest Muppet song by far. I laugh almost every time I listen to it. With the Godfather 3 dig, the Amazing Seventh Seal reference, and the Muppets just suggesting ideas for the plot. This song is also unbelievably catchy. It is stuck in my head constantly. Though I do feel a little sad whenever Miss Piggy says the studio considers us a viable franchise. I wish. But still a really great song. Number 6. Shiver My Timbers from Muppet Treasure Island. By far the best song from Muppet Treasure Island, and it isn't even close. For how lackluster most of the songs in this movie are, this makes an amazing first impression. It is one of the best pirate theme songs of all time that even puts the Pirates of the Caribbean theme to shame. But it's intense and cinematic. I love how it solidifies the pirates as scum and a group to be feared, that even the animals find revolting. I love the main chorus, and all the animals and objects that join in are great too. I especially love the island head part. It's really fun. And oh, I love the spooky sound that the skulls make. There is absolutely no reason to go as hard as they did with the song, but I'm glad they did. Number 5. Hey, a Movie from the Great Muppet Caper. My favorite song from the Great Muppet Caper. It serves as a great introduction to the film. There is catchy lyrics and there's choreography and a lot of wacky stuff going on so crazily. It's just a delightful song that I just can't get out of my head. I love the wacky hijinks going on in the background. The song also reveals the villain, which is an awesome detail. The song also has a reprise during the credits with all the Muppets joining in, and it's just as good there as it is in the opening. Number 4. Man or Muppet from the Muppets 2011. Walter becomes the funny Bazinga Man in the song. Number 3. Alright. Man or Muppet is a great song. It shows how Gary and Walter are questioning their identities, about Gary choosing whether to help out his friend or to be with the love of his life. And Walter deciding if achieving his lifelong dream of being with the Muppets or staying with his normal life is best for him. The song sells this concept really well. It is a somber yet entertaining power ballad with a lot of humor in it. This song does deserve its Oscar, even if the only other song it was going up against was the song from Rio of all films. Number 3. Moving Right Along from the Muppet Movie. This is the quintessential road trip song. Just an extremely charming duet between Kermit and Fozzie. It's funny, catchy, and just a good time. The instrumental is amazing, and I love the lyrics of them not knowing where they are going. Normally, I wouldn't consider the breaks within the songs, but the breaks in this add to the charm. Like the Fork in the Road or the Big Bird cameo. I also like that they say birds of a feather right after that cameo. The song also gives a lot of growth between the friendship of both Fozzie and Kermit. Number 2. I'll Get You What You Want from the Muppets Most Wanted. I love this song so much. It's all I want in a Muppet song. Catchy, funny, sweet, has great visuals, and is super memorable. It serves as the point in the story where Constantine tries to trick Miss Piggy to fall in love with him, and you know what? I would fall for it too. I will gladly take a thingy thing and marry you. It's a very simple song that isn't thematically complex, but it doesn't need to be. But it works so well and it's super catchy. It's a perfect song that is only beat by one other. Number 1, Rainbow Connection from the Muppet movie. We all knew this was going to be number 1. I consider it to be one of the greatest movie songs of all time, alongside Somewhere Over the Rainbow. It serves as the perfect opening to the original Muppet movie. How the camera goes from a wide shot of the swamp and then slowly closes in on Kermit is wonderful. This song is really like a rainbow. How could something so beautiful exist? The song also serves as an I Want song, showing how Kermit yearns to find the rainbow connection, which is somewhere he wants to be. The song would be number 1 no matter what, but there are 2 other versions that elevate the song even higher. We have the second half of the original film's finale. It is also beautiful, but in a different way, as it shows how Kermit found his rainbow connection, which is his friends. It shows how he's come a long way from just being in the swamp. I also love how it shows a basic recap of the movie's events. And then the crowd scene where the rainbow falls onto them and every Muppet sings just brings tears to my eyes. It's a perfect finale to an amazing film. Finally, we have its appearance in The Muppets. While it doesn't have the magic of the first 2, it is still amazing. I love how the Muppets slowly trickle into the songs, starting with Piggy and then a couple others, and then finally the band in one big finish. I also love the crowd shots in this, showing how the song impacted so many people. All of this is why it's my favorite song in the Muppet movie, and all of film as a whole. Thank you all for watching this video. It was definitely a passion project that I wanted to do because I love the Muppets so much. But before I end the video, I felt like I should rank the films by the songs' averages, and see what film on average has the best songs. This does mostly reflect my thoughts on the songs overall, but there is one part that I would switch around. In 7th place with an average of 34 is Muppet's Treasure Island. This was expected. With the exception of Shiver My Timbers, all of its songs are in the lower half of the ranking. I don't know what really happened, but the songs just aren't that catchy or memorable, and I do think Jim Hawkins does hurt a few of them. In 6th place, with an average of 29, is Muppets Take Manhattan. This is also pretty expected. A lot of the songs just don't work for me like the other films do, but it does have a better score than Muppet Treasure Island because I do like the Muppet Baby song and Together Again. In 5th place, with an average of 28, is The Great Muppet Caper. I was initially surprised by this, but once I thought about the film's song as a whole, it makes sense. This film does have the last place song, plus a couple I'm just on. But when it hits, it hits. In 4th place, with an average of 26, is The Muppet Christmas Carol. This is about what I expected for this movie. It has very consistent songs, but as a result, it is the only film without a song in the top 10. In 3rd place, with an average of 21, is surprisingly the original Muppet movie. I definitely expected this one to do a little bit better because of how highly I ranked Rainbow Connection and Moving Right Along, but I guess putting Something Better Comes Along and Magic Store low impacted it getting any higher, but if I was just ranking them on personal bias, I would move this to number 2. Barely edging it out with an average of 20 is The Muppets 2011. I'm pretty shocked it made it this high. I mean, I really like Man or Muppet, but the others aren't too high. But I mean, the weakest song is only at number 35, so that definitely helped. And unsurprisingly, at number 1, with a crazy average of 14, is The Muppets Most Wanted. Before I did this ranking, I knew this film would rank the highest. Its songs are all consistently amazing, and 3 of the 6 songs are in the top 10. Anyways, thank you for watching, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Thank God that was over. Yeah, that video was utterly torture. Oh!